has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free.
Okay, next question.
I'm a horse football coach right now.
You know, it got shoved up. It got shoved. Right?
Michigan State wins a fantastic game against Arkansas on Saturday. And at what cost? Well, it seems like it's 14 games wins for the football team the past couple of years. Today, at the Spartan Savants, it's Nicky and Travis. As part of the sanctions, we actually had to self-impose a suspension for Winston for one episode. So we'll be back next episode. But yeah, Travis, how's it going?
I was doing better till that came out, but yeah, it's going.
Yeah, I mean, it is really it was just one of your classics sitting at the desk. Okay, what the hell is it?
Yeah.
So
what do they want now?
Oh yeah, honestly. I mean, it's just okay. I just saw vacated wins, and the first thing I thought was, okay, as long as Kenneth Walker's okay, I don't care. And
yeah.
22-24 is gone.
Yeah. We still have an 11-win season on there.
Exactly. So I am actually going to break down what the punishments are. Just going to write it down because people have been freaking out over this. I mean, it's online discourse, just hyperbole.
I do have those pictures you sent us in here if you want me to pull them up.
Oh, that might be very helpful, actually.
Yeah.
So, but basically, the punishments were, okay, please pull that.
Nope, that's the wrong file.
Okay.
There we go.
So 3 years of probation. That's not a bowl ban or anything. It just means you can't get caught again, or else we'll get a heftier punishment. I feel like 95% of schools are on somewhat of probation at all times.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
A financial penalty of $30,000 plus 1.5% of the budget of the football program. That's 30,000 is whatever. 1.5% of the budget of the football program is not ideal, obviously. Although I did hear with the Spartan Ventures opening, that kind of is extreme. It's making our budget way more, but it's kind of funneling it in different ways where this might not be that big of a problem.
So it's a workaround.
Yeah. So it seems like we may have loopholes. Hopefully us saying that on air doesn't have bad guys find out and that goes away. And then restrictions on official visits, unofficial visits, recruiting communication, recruiting person, days and off-campus recruiting contracts, and evaluations over a 3-year probationary period. I can get a little bit more in detail for that because that sounds horrifying. But basically, it's one home game each of the next 2 seasons where there are no official or unofficial visits. That kind of stuff. But I think a coach can overcome that. Jonathan Smith probably can't, but maybe we have a different coach. Hopefully, we get someone who could do that. And then we have an additional 2 weeks where we can't contact recruits. Maybe we just still do that, and maybe this time we just don't self-report.
Yeah. I mean, the lesson here is if you tell on yourself, they're not going to go easy on you. But if they catch you and you tell them to go stick it where they can't, where you want them to, they go a little easier on you.
Yeah, they do not like getting talked back to, I guess. It's crazy. And the big one, which this one really isn't the big one, I think the worst one is probably the recruiting violations. It's the vacations of wins for the 22, 2023, and 2024 seasons, and a show cause order of people who are no longer with the company. Khalif, Brandon Jordan, man, I remember thinking he was the coolest guy ever. And then unfortunately, Mel Tucker cannot coach in college football for the next 3 years.
Yeah, that was I remember when they hired Khalif and when they hired Brandon, those were 2 big hires that like everybody on Twitter was making a big deal about. It was huge, and no wonder why we were able to easily get them. They were out there breaking the rules, but like most people have said, if we did something wrong, I don't really care about the punishment. It's just and honestly, it's on par with what Tennessee got a few years ago for a pretty similar thing. They ended up with, I think it was 5 years of probation. Hold on. Yeah, they vacated 11 wins. Had a show cause for their head coach, lost 28 scholarships, and were on 5 years probation for the whole McDonald's gate
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. So, I mean, they haven't said exactly what we did in terms of specifics, but
They did in the report.
did
It
they?
was like,
I didn't see any of it. Yeah.
yeah, we basically just like paid for some airfare and hotels for some recruits, and I think we paid recruits specifically to visit. Can't think of anyone who that could have been.
Yeah. No way.
It is.
It's not
It
like
is-
we
I mean,
finished in second for a bunch of recruits that we didn't get.
Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of people just love going to their home. It's their second favorite place in the world, but you got to play football somewhere else.
Yeah.
Got to separate home and work.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's nobody, anyone, no one who
Good.
plays for Oklahoma.
Getting real specific here. Yeah, and on the vacated wins things, a lot of people were making a big deal that other institutions didn't have to vacate wins, and the stupid rule by the NCAA, but for vacated wins, it has to involve an ineligible player, and that's what this whole thing kind of revolved around in the recruiting, in 3 ineligible players participating in the games. So it's not totally unexpected in that realm.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll spare you guys the segment on names and addresses of who the players were. We won't do that one this week. But yeah, basically and really, let's be honest, the vacating wins, it's really just Michigan.
I mean, as soon as you said that Valenti was a good one today, I turned it on and went back to the beginning of it, and I loved that they're like vacated wins. Oh, you can have them. Go ahead. Like the 3 worst seasons in recent memory. Go ahead, take them away.
Yeah. And this is a very important, because I actually have a kind of a segment, an actual segment-esque thing of how to talk about the 3 vacated seasons. Here, let me pull some notes here. So basically, when talking about those 3 seasons, I think it's very important that you talk about everything on NCAA records. Like, for example, if you look at the NCAA records for the past 3 years where Michigan State got their wins vacated, you can see that we didn't beat Michigan that year because, I mean, the wins were vacated. Michigan State, the last time Michigan State was eligible, didn't have any wins vacated or wasn't punished by the NCAA, we won the Peach Bowl. So, and if you look at the records, you'll see that we did not have enough wins to go, because obviously all the wins are vacated. So, I mean, technically we did not make a bowl day those 3 years, but so I just think it's very important that you got to let people remember how technically we did not make a bowl if you look at the records. So, I was thinking about it that way. But yeah, I mean, that's really kind of what I've got there about these. I'm not too worried. Some people are saying it might be to help us get out of the Mel Tucker contract.
And if it is, which it seems like it might be, that's another genius move, honestly. Like, it seems like it sucks on the face of it, but then you think about not having to pay 2 coaches once you fire another one, and being able to, hire another coach for whatever they need. It definitely helps.
Yeah, like, basically, I'm going to choose to believe that is why this is happening.
Yeah. And I mean, we're 9 minutes into the show. We've already mentioned 2 genius moves by J-Bat, if that's the case. So
yeah, I mean, I'm going to go with that he's a genius.
We're getting punished, but things may be looking up with this new leadership. I like that they want to bury that era with that, by throwing it under the bus like that.
That's very fair. So basically, sorry, dog's barking. So basically, this is just more annoying. Just it's basically a day or 2 of discourse online, but people are going to forget about this in a week, because this happens like every school. It's just it's really just the select few that get away with it. It's very annoying.
Yeah. It's just it's funny. It's funny seeing other fans of other teams be like, they got this punishment, but other schools didn't get as bad, and that kind of thing. But then that specific other school, those people are going to be annoying about it.
Yeah, but I mean, then you guys got to remember that that Michigan people will say the most heinous, insane things no matter what, and they are. It doesn't matter what happens; they're going to be evil. So you just gotta take it on the chin and keep going.
Yeah, I mean, again, they showed you can tell the NCAA to fuck off, and it won't do anything to you.
Yeah, it's great. All right, so anything else on this, or can we put a bow on this bad boy and talk about our fantastic game this Saturday?
Yeah, we can go there. I would rather not have to talk about sanctions anymore.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll vacate this part. Won't be there. But
this is a vacated episode. Yes.
This is the Land Grant Trophy. I love it.
I should have pulled up a picture of it. Yeah.
It's just a beautiful thing. Very even matchup against the Pennsylvania State Nittany Lions. They are 19. It is 19-18-1 favoring Penn State. People always say that actually Penn State is just this insane juggernaut. Oh, they're fine. Mm-hmm. They're just pretty good most of the time. Obviously, this is the battle for last place. Neither team has a Big Ten win. Looks like they're about to get theirs against Indiana last week. Nope, but unfortunately, we got to listen to Gus Johnson orgasm on the air, which prevented that happening. I mean, that was crazy.
I missed it. I didn't. Yeah,
that was just absurd. But you've heard all about that.
I have heard about it.
What are you thinking for the game?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a matchup of two of the worst teams in the Big Ten right now. I mean, Purdue's the only other team besides these two that hasn't won a Big Ten game. And Penn State came into the year ranked number 2. Drew Aller is, I believe, done for the season.
Yeah.
If we're so they got forgetting the name off the top of my head. It's like Hockemeyer or something like that. Gronkmeyer, yeah. So he's come in. He's played the last 3 games, I believe it is. Hasn't been good, but he's coming off his best game of the season in that game against Indiana, and they took Indiana down to the wire. So, I mean, this isn't a team that we can I mean, not like we're overlooking, but I feel like too many people are looking at this as a game that we should have a shot in, and it doesn't feel that way to me. It feels like we might have a similar record, but they're still the better team. Even with that backup quarterback. I mean, because they have Nick Singleton and Kaytron Allen have combined for 19 touchdown runs this year. They might not have the yards that you were expecting out of it. That might be part of an offensive line scheme. Who knows? I mean, I haven't seen a ton of them this year. But that I think where they might be a little susceptible, that defense isn't as good as you wanted it to be, especially with you look at they gave up all those points to UCLA, and they got all those 1-score losses to really bad teams across the Big Ten. Northwestern was definitely one of them. And then, I was looking, you think about how good they were to start the season. And I was looking at their roster thinking, okay, maybe there's a bunch of guys in here that are underperforming. And instead I'm looking at the roster. I'm like, I don't recognize any of these names, especially on the defense. So it's a little bit of a weird situation for them. I don't think their defense is as good as they had hoped it was going to be. And then their offense, their top 3 receivers are all transfers. So I think there might be some gelling issues going on there, some cohesiveness issues there.
That makes sense. One thing that you can't overlook, you did say they might be susceptible with their defense. Is the fact that we're horrible. So that probably helps a bit.
I mean, that's why I said too many people are ready to say that this is a game we can win. I mean, sure, on paper maybe, but I have you watched this team play?
Yeah,
nothing has given me faith that they're going to win a game the rest of the season.
Yeah, that's that's kind of where I'm at. There's a little part of me that kind of thinks that loss was so demoralizing for Penn State that they're just like really not going to try. It's senior night, Maybe these guys give it all for their last game of the year at Spartan Stadium, and we pull it off. Alessio, well, they have been saying.
Yeah, are you sure about that?
They are saying they aren't going to say who the quarterback is. It's Alessio Migolovec. Okay.
Yeah, I mean everybody knows it's a stupid bit. I mean it makes you sound like you're a coach that knows he's on his way out. Oh, let me hide. Let me, oh, these are my last 3 games. Let me hide my secrets while I still can.
Yeah. I got an ace up my sleeve here.
Yeah.
I bet they won't know if they put Childs in for a drive that they're going to run it a lot.
Yeah.
I bet no one would see that coming. But yeah, a win would be fun, but I don't even know if it would be fun. Like, I guess I want us to have some pride. I mean, Wisconsin won a game.
I mean, I am happy when we win.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as happy when it's going to 4-6 instead of, I don't know, 8-2. But, no, I don't think anybody expected that this year. I mean, you kind of did, but.
All I'm expecting is hoping, really.
Hope, yeah. You were very hopeful with your preseason predictions.
Yeah. We got to live. If and when the coaching carousel opens, that's when the imagination can run wild.
Yeah. Speaking of which, did you hear about one of your coaching boys and his rumors about Penn State?
Was it Ches or
no? It was
Drake
himself. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that would be tough.
That'd be a hard one for you to swallow.
I do not want to go against Big Drinky almost every year. And it sounds like James Franklin to VT is pretty close to being done. This is the savant himself may have called that one first.
And I want to make it clear I had absolutely no intel whatsoever on that. That was all gut.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't happened yet, but
no. And there's still a possibility that he's using that to leverage a better deal from somebody else.
Yeah, like Michigan State. That'd be nice. And speaking of that, I guess, what are your thoughts on Jonathan Smith still? I guess I don't see any new candidates that you would want for the job. Obviously, there have been some rumors of a large buck on the message board.
I don't know that. I thought your theory about Jimbo Fisher was interesting. I don't know if that's going to be it. I don't know. Had Brian Kelly been mentioned before that? I know we've both said that we don't want Brian Kelly, but okay. I didn't know if he was possibly the buck that came out of nowhere. The thing that you sent earlier about Golish puts me on board there a little bit. The D'Antonio ties. I had no idea about that before that.
Same, yeah. They're on the staff here.
You coached at Ohio State. You got on the staff because of D'Antonio. I mean, it just lines up.
Yeah, it's too good. I mean, he's so obviously going to be our coach. I
think there are other candidates that I might want more just based on experience. On the experience playing field or whatever. I mean, he doesn't have as much experience and he hasn't been a Power 5 head coach. So there might be some guys that have been in the Power 5 that might fit. But he's definitely an appealing option.
Yeah. I just kind of want someone who can just really galvanize us at this point. Someone who can just completely change the culture from just being sad, scared, little, like, the little brother mentality has just been so bad lately.
Yeah, somebody's got the winning mentality and some edge, some aggressiveness.
Yeah. We need some edge. Let's get in the headlines for something bad. Well, for something bad in the game, like I'm screaming at someone, like a Tom Izzo yelled at a player, got mad. I want to see some of that. I don't. need the whole.
Because we all know what that's about.
Yeah, we just need someone who's like, who knows what this place can be, and just can get everybody on the same page, clicking, ready to win, ready to die.
Actually seems to care about winning and making a good team. Yeah.
Someone make just to be hard to play against ever. Just you want to go out and just beat the other team up. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
I miss those days.
Yeah.
I want to see another Jack Allen rushing touchdown.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
Yeah, one day we will get there. Maybe there'll be another really horrible headline in the next month or two because it seems. But one day there will be a positive headline.
Well, hopefully it doesn't include us.
Yeah,
Got to clarify that.
but one day we'll be back. And speaking of which, I do have a savant of the week this week. You don't know the picture, but it is a message board poster. It is Spartan Spirit on the Spartan Mag message board. There was a lot of doom and gloom going on today, and this is what he had to say. Guys. Michigan State will always be okay. Dang. Get an effing grip. I have a book written by a very good writer that basically says, talking about Michigan State, no university has enjoyed the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. That's so true. Raise your hand if you thought we were cooked during the probation years of 1976 to 1978. I mean, how could you not? And then, voila, Magic Johnson happened. Boom, and Kirk Gibson. Bang, Eddie Smith. Ba-bang, Darryl Rogers. And a Big Ten football championship happened too. Michigan State always rises when you least expect it. It's in our DNA. Did you expect us to lap the field last year in basketball and go 17-3 in the Big Ten and advance to the Elite Eight?
Yes.
No, you didn't. Did you expect the GOAT to go 36-5 with the most exhilarating win you've ever witnessed against Ohio State, Iowa, Baylor, University of Michigan, Stanford, et cetera, et cetera? The list goes on. No, you didn't. When our new football coach steps up into the mic in 3 or so weeks with the light shining bright, the cameras whirring in the background, the fight song blaring, you're gonna feel great. The last part of the message got cut off, but that's what I'm talking about.
That is a beautiful post.
Spartan Spirit. You are the savant of the week.
I only wish you would have dropped a name in there for the coach. That's it. That's the only note I have.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That's what the future holds. All right. So, short episode this week. Obviously, coming off a bye, not too much to talk about, not much good football, but it is time for the picks. All right. So with Willie out, I will be taking control of this. Last week, Winston had a better week than Travis and I. He went 8-5, and we both went 6-7. Willie has a pretty good lead. It is 86-73, 78-81 for me, and then 74-85 for Travis. So we are really.
I misread that when I was making the standings. I misread my number.
We are getting close. Willie has a pretty good lead. I don't know what his picks were. Yes, I do. They're right in front of me. So I'll go read each game, say his, and then go you, then me. So number 1, Clemson takes on number 21, Louisville in Louisville. And Louisville is -3.5. Willie chose Clemson.
I got Louisville.
I also have Louisville. Number 2, in the Big Ten, Wisconsin, after finally winning a conference game, must be nice, travels to the number 2 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana is 29.5-point favorites. Willie has Wisconsin covering.
I do too.
I'm going to go Wisconsin as well. And next, South Carolina at Texas A&M, the number 3 team of the country. Texas A&M is minus 19.5. Willie has South Carolina covering.
What was the line again? Sorry.
19.5.
Yeah, I think they cover.
I do too. Okay, a lot of same so far.
Yeah.
Number 4, Notre Dame are 12.5 point favorites over number 22 Pitt in Pittsburgh, and Willie has Pitt.
God damn it, Willie. We're going all the same ones. Yeah, I'm on Pitt there too.
I'm going Notre Dame. And next game here, back in the Big Ten, going to Wrigley Field. The most disgusting human beings on the planet, the Michigan Wolverines, are going to be playing Northwestern. Michigan are 11.5 point favorites. Willie has the bad guys covering.
I've been doing that too much. I can't. Northwestern. Give me Northwestern.
I'm going Michigan.
Yeah. That's
all right.
right, but I can't do it.
That's fair. Next game down in the SEC country, number 11 Oklahoma goes to Tuscaloosa to play number 4 Alabama. Bama are 5.5 point favorites.
Yeah, I have Bama.
So does Winston. I will go Oklahoma. And next, back in the Big Ten on the West Coast, the classic West Coast beach of Southern California, the 21-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes are taking on the number 12 USC Trojans. Trojans are 6.5 favorites. I think I already said that. And Willie has USC.
I'm going to take a shot with Iowa.
I'm going to go USC. And next we have Florida at Old Mississippi. Ole Miss is minus 15.5, and Willie has Ole Miss.
Yeah, my brother's going to be there. I'm going to go with Ole Miss.
Oh, nice. I'm going to go Florida to cover the spread. Next up, we have Utah at Baylor. Utah are 8.5 point favorites, and Willie has Utah.
I'm going to give Baylor a cover, but Utah to win.
I'm going to go Utah. And next one, we have a big game in the SEC. Number 10, Texas at number 5, Georgia. Georgia are 5.5 point favorites. Willie has Georgia.
I also have Georgia. Texas does not play well against them.
I'm going Texas. And next we have in the NFL, one of the biggest games of the season. A lot of consequential NFL football played this weekend. The Lions are at the Eagles Sunday night football. Eagles are minus 2.5. You already know what Willie's got. And I bet I know what you got, and I bet you know what I've got.
I think we've all got the same thing, if I'm not mistaken.
Forward down the field.
Yes, sir.
And next, we've got the granddaddy of them all, as Willie likes to say, the battle for the Land Grant Trophy. Penn State, Michigan State. I do not know what the spread is. Willie did not put that down there. The spread is 7.5 Penn State. Willie has Penn State. Over under is 49.5. Vis, what is your score?
I'm going to say Penn State 28, MSU 17.
That is under. Willie has 30-21.
32. Weird number.
No, 30.
Oh, 30. Okay, gotcha.
And I will have, this is just going to be wrong. I have Michigan State pulling the upset 24-23.
Good for being positive, Nicky, here.
Yep, and Smith got another year. Well, hopefully not.
Pump the brakes there.
But I believe mine was the under as well. So, yes, mine was the under as well.
Yeah.
So there we have it. Shorter episode today, as we were saying. We're going to do a full basketball preview once Willie returns, hopefully right before the Champions Classic here. Anything else to say, Vissy?
Go green.
Go white, and find us anywhere you can get your podcast: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, the rest. Thank you to the College Huddle for being the number one fan something. I don't remember the entire spiel. Thank you to the College Huddle. Go green.
Go white.